descent. We are descending. No, we are climbing. 340.
Yeah, but we need to reduce.
Don't need
Rest. Select the.
A pilot shared this video on Instagram the moment they lost an engine mid-air Enroute, Nigeria. They were calmly dealing with the situation until one man, who seemed to be having a panic attack, started praying so loudly. He was casting and binding, and surprisingly the voice seems very, very familiar. Let's take a listen.
Flight level 150 request message will have to be there.
Oh Father, oh Father, this is the time you have to put your Lord. This is the time you have to put your Lord.
149.
Heavenly Father, Heavenly Father.
Tell us.
Don't give me autopilot.
Autopilot?
No, we are descending.
We are descending. Flight level 150. The heading.
Go back. Request to back.
Check the speed. Maintain 250. Yes. Don't need to. Yeah.
Seriously, you have to admire how these professionals were calm dealing with the issue. It takes a special type of training. It takes a special type of temperament to be calm despite the fact that there is serious danger around you. Maybe that engine was on fire, but they were still looking at that engine and still had the concentration to be dealing with the problem. Kudos to these guys. Airline mishaps are nothing to laugh at. You can't even wish that on your enemy. The other day it was P2B and hundreds of others in an Airpeace airline en route Abuja to Lagos. It took the pilot around 30 minutes to eventually land at Murtala Mohammed Airport. At a time it seemed he wanted to fly back to Abuja, but at the last minute he made the decision to turn back and try landing again. Of course, he eventually succeeded. Now, after the video went viral on social media, many Nigerians concluded that it was Wike's voice they heard. That Wike has suddenly turned to a prayer warrior because of the danger he faced. And considering that this is a private jet, it must have been him sitting in that private jet. A private jet doesn't have other passengers, so maybe it was him along with his associates or friends. Who knows? Anyway, in order to find out if it was truly Wike's voice that was in the airliner when they had that engine failure, we found another recording of Wike during the 2023 presidential election. So judge for yourself.
We know that's what they will do. It's just that arriving late a bit and trying to put up the disbursement and set up I don't know what you're saying. You're not saying that anything. Who is intimidating you? No, like me. Nobody is intimidating me. We have people there. Tell everybody to be there. Nobody. You couldn't do it. You couldn't say don't move there. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do anything. You understand me? You couldn't go and did it. So the real say you will not do not counterfeit. Yes, but I asked Market to insist I should counterfeit. Okay. The US person from where? From Plateau. From Plateau. But I'll call the Plateau man now. I'll tell him to tell me if he does not return my decision. I will deal with him. Don't worry. No, let him just sign. That's all. Maybe that one. If he does that, he should return whatever. I'm going to make sure that I will kill him in this state. Don't worry. Hello. Hello, sir. Call the bank coordinator. Yes. Of Plateau, the man in the chair. Yes. That I said he should warn his man in Ghana. Okay, sir. That if he does rubbish, he should inform what to give. That if he tries it, that I will make sure that he will never leave the state. No problem. So the time I get that he should warn him. If he's playing with people, he thinks that they will collect that and begin to do rubbish. That tell the I said that will see what I will do to him. If that's how they do, and then too, I think the man in Ikoro, I think it's also Plateau. It's also Plateau. So final, I'm telling them, call the three coordinators that I say they should tell their people, if they want to joke with me, it's not me. I will kill them in this way before they leave. No problem. I want to return when they give them, I will keep them. Don't call the two of them. All right.
Does it sound like it's coming from one person? They sound surprisingly similar. This recording also went viral on social media during the 2023 presidential election. Also, one of the reasons we chose this recording is because the voice is very clear. Unlike most of the TV recordings on social media, there's a lot of noise inside these recordings. It also shows that we are mere mortals. The day anyone is born, the person is already destined to die. It's just a matter of when. Which leads one to question, why do Nigerian politicians behave the way they behave? All their atrocities, all their impunities, as if the world has no end, as if they are going to stay here till eternity. Life is so fragile. In a second, one is gone, life is lost. But they behave as if they are larger than life.
I didn't fear anything. I didn't fear anything.
If it was truly Wike praying loudly in that airliner, who would have thought that a tough talker like him, that is always bragging about even life itself, would suddenly turn to a prayer warrior 30,000 feet in the air after sensing danger? This should prove to Nigerians that the reason Nigerian politicians abuse their powers and arrogantly conduct their affairs is because of all the police protection surrounding them. Because they can command them to do anything, to stop anyone, to harm people, to arrest whoever, they feel above the law. Remember when Wike visited protesters who were protesting against the demolition of their homes in Abuja? He nearly assaulted one of them. He questioned him, "Why should you talk while I'm talking? Who asked you to talk?" Such arrogance. He wouldn't have done all this if not for the police protection that surrounded him that day. Otherwise, let him test it in public. Let him try to drive himself without police protection. Yes.
Who has gone? You walk. You can't go to a place and see man who says you won't allow that. You won't allow that.
Thank you, sir.
It's not for lawlessness. If you don't know what to do, then we'll teach you on what you can do.
Thank you.
What can we do, sir? What can we do, sir?
What can we do, sir? Sir, we are not land grabbers. We are developers.
Developers, what do you developers?
We have
papers,
We have submitted this paper to the authority. Verifiable.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Approval is yes, sir. Yes. You had that show.
This is Media Council.
Hold on. Who told you? That's why you make it. Hey, keep quiet. If you are an idiot, you're an idiot. Every man in the city belongs to them.
We know.
And that was why
now
went and sold land. This time they don't do anything. The Supreme Court said you don't have power. And all they did was to apply for us to place down them that are against you. You don't sit here to talk.
So, do we go back to the area council? Do we go back to the area council and
yes.
we're in court, sir.
Not if you like, go and carry across. And the worst one is go and carry across. Who told you we have a car?
We did not harass you, sir. It's a lie,
We did not
harass them, it's a lie, It is a lie, sir.
Yes. You know I will listen to you. You're taking the laws into your hand.
No, we never
did.
We never did, sir.
It's a wrong information,
It's a wrong information.
Lisa, you don't even know the reason why.
Sir, it's okay. Sorry.
Who told you can talk? If you think that you take something, you are not the only one. You have to be careful. Stupid. Because I came there to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
If you don't know what to do, go and bring their guns.
No, sir. No, sir.
We have no guns.
No, sir.
Even tear gas, you can't see it with us.